you've gotten pretty good at writing when I put cones up, and you've gotten pretty good about writing when we're just working around the outside the going large. But especially today when it is 1,000 degrees out, we want to do some work on the geometry. So while you're walking, while you're doing just a little warm up, first of all, make sure you're walking forward, so it's active. So the dress I've been, which we've talked about before, is 20 meters by 60 meters. And so if you look over, if you just turn your head and glance over, A is where you're walking toward now, and then you go past K, and then B, E, S, H, C, and then around the other side, and you can see them. M, P, R, B, and I have to go through the mnemonic in my head, P, and F. So the letters that you really have to be concerned with right now are where A and C are, so that you know where the top and the bottom is. A is at the bottom, C is at the top. And then knowing approximately the very, very basic outline of the geometry, and that gets to be a little bit tricky. Somebody logical had set this up. They would have made H and M and K and F down there. They would have made them 10 meters from the floor, but they didn't. They made them 6 meters from the floor. So geometrically, to write a 20-meter circle, which is what we're going to work on today, you have to be aware that H and M are 6 meters from the corner, and that 4 meters beyond that is 10 meters from the corner. So in order to bisect the 20-meter circle in half, you have to hit the track to the 20-meter circle 4 meters after those corner markers. And it doesn't matter whether you're at the A end or the C end, that's the same, it's the same geometry.
Do we have a point for that?
Yes. So, follow me. So, you'll follow me. You'll follow me. You keep walking. And we will just start with walking. And we're going to start at C. So we are going to walk a 20-meter circle for C. And paying attention to Marla. Okay. So starting at C. So this is our first circle point. This is C circle left 1 meter. So you no longer go into the corner. You actually turn and you are 4 meters beyond H. So it's almost like a diamond. So you touch the track here. Like that. Now, our next circle point is 2 meters beyond 2 meters beyond the PV line. So it's here. So if you touch the track at H, and you know you have to go around bottom, you touch the track at H, and you start your immediate line for here, it's like a diamond. And then you're looking back to 4 meters before E. Okay? Looking this way. And then back to C. So then you're all the way back over
okay.
here.
All right, I
And you're
know.
back
What you mean now.
So if we come slightly to the inside here, so Mama can go around the outside of us. So if the movement says C circle left 20 meters, you have C, you have 4 meters after H, you have 2 meters beyond the RS line. So you're just, if you have a line that draws right across R and S, you're going to 2 meters beyond that, then you're coming back to 4 meters beyond, before M, and then back to C. And then if that circle is done, and you're not going to circle again, you then go into that corner. So because circles don't have corners, but the arena does. That would be the same. We're only going to worry about the one at A and the one at C. The A circle would be the same. A, 4 meters before F, 2 meters beyond the PV line, 4 meters before K, and back to A.
Okay.
It becomes like a diamond. So remember when we had the cones out doing this? If you think about those cones being at that marker, you touch where the cone is, you leave. If you make it like a diamond, it will wind up being round. All you do is add a little bit. If you try and make it like a circle, it becomes like a oval. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're just going to walk through that real quick. Okay. So Mary and I go back to the front.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So just walk that thing. Imagine that the path that I just walked on my foot. So I know that that's a lot to have to deal with, but just keep walking and make sure your walk goes forward. So once again, it's very, I know it's a lot to think about when you're having to deal with both the quality of your pace and all that stuff and the geometry of the circle, but one thing at a time. So from C, look 4 meters beyond H. There you go, good. Good job. There you go, and you touch the track. It's going to be just a shade far, and it takes a little. You have to ride through it a couple of times before you get the hang of it. And then there you go, good job. 2 meters beyond the RS line. That's it. Well done. Now, if you imagine the train track and you turn 4 meters, turn. There you go. 4 meters before and that's it. Now look back over at C. So it's important to look at least 1 point ahead because you've got to stay on that side of the cone. So you're currently eliminated. There you go. And then back to C. Now look back to 4 meters after H. Good job. Relax that lower leg. Hand stays down. Good job. I know you have to do all of that and worry about the geometry. Good job. And then left bend. Back 2 meters over the RS line. Well done. That's right. And if you come up with somebody and you have to cut them, just a little shorter, your figure just a little bit different, that's fine. While we've got people in it. And turn. So it's becoming a little bit of a square there because you're walking straight toward the letter R. So once you hit the RS line or just 2 meters over the RS line, you've got to start looking back over toward the wall.
I kept thinking I had to go through the
No, and also look at the right now, you're going to match that side. So next time you come on out on the sand over here, like good job. Take the track. And start looking at the RS line. There you go. That was correct. Good. That's fine. Good. Now you're going to start looking over here at me. Well done. All the way over here to my toes. Left leg stays on. And then back over at C. Good job. Shorten your range just a hair. Left leg. Good job. And we're going to touch C. Good. Okay, and now we're going to go forward to trot whenever you're ready. Oops, left leg. Shorten your range just a little bit. We're going to do it at the trot. Now, before you trot, because that was your idea of preparing the trot, keep your hand down. There you go. Look to the left. There you go. Good. You've got to keep looking 1 circle point ahead. That's right. And you're going to have plenty to do. There, that's right. And keep cutting. That's it. And keep turning. Good. Just before me. Now that one was a little bit short, but that's fine. It doesn't matter for right now. And then look back over at C. Good job. Inside leg on. Good. Touch the track at C. Now the thing to do is to think about touching the track 1 horse's length before C, because that was, you can see you hit the track a little bit late. Good job. Keep coming. Touch the track just after H. Good job. And remember the same idea that we've been working on in other stuff? His nose goes first, followed by his shoulder, followed by his hip. Now look where you are way over here. It should be 2 meters the other side. That's it. Keep turning for me. That's right. Once you miss it, you kind of miss it. You can correct it. Remember we were doing the lead yield yesterday? And back over at C. You can correct it once you find yourself being a little bit off by using your inside leg and pushing a step sideways. Aim for just before C. There you go. Good job. Now, when we go forward to trot, it's going to be a mess here in the very beginning. That's fine. It doesn't matter. So all you're worried about is improving it to where you have it in your head. Because you got the idea of where you're supposed to go. Good job. Okay, now whenever you're ready, we're going to go ahead and trot on. Hand stays down. And trotting. Good job. That's fine. Now get your trot moving just a bit. And even if your circle loses its integrity, that doesn't matter for right now. Good job. Check your posting diagonal. That's right. Okay. So worry about getting from point to point to point, but also worry about your balance. Easy, right? There you go. Keep going. Now a little tiny bit more forward just so that you cover. There you go. That's better. That's fine. Make sure that when he does go forward, that your body doesn't get left just slightly behind him so that you stay with him. There you go. That's that hand flying. And then left hip stays down. Good job. And close that left hand. The left hand stays slightly to the left. There you go. Good job. Now, that's getting better. All you're worried about is that you have a good rhythm, you're going forward, and you see you don't want to actually go straight there because then it becomes a split. Right. That's okay. Doesn't matter. That's right. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Keeping that rhythm, and hand stays down. Good. Good. Right now, it doesn't have to be an award-winning 20-meter circle. It's just asking you to learn to multitask, which is where we are now. Not just concentrate on your posting, not just concentrate on the bend, but have an idea about riding with this degree of accuracy. Good, that's right. And so go a little bit of left bend. That's fine. And if you miss it, it doesn't matter. But do be aware that if you miss your circle point, then it's going to throw the other circle points off unless you fix that. Okay, so after this circle, we're going to go large so we don't spin ourselves into butter. This is fine. Good job. So then if you find yourself coming slightly outside the line, it's just a little outside reining leg, and now we're going to go straight. There you go, left leg. And you can't really go into that corner because Marla's got her butt sticking into the arena. There you go, and forward just a bit. That's right. When hand stays down, check your posting diagonal. You were actually correct to begin with, and then you change. Well done. That's correct. Good job. Now we're going to come across the next diagonal from stay inside the orange cones, and F is the orange F. And we're going to look over at H. Keep coming. Come on. Add a little bit of energy. There you go. That's right. So if you get out of rhythm, it doesn't matter. Just quietly bring it back. Look over at H. That's where we're going. There you go. Good job. Now add a little more push to this. It's going to be easier for you to post and keep up your posting dynamic when you have a little bit of push to keeping your hands down. Good job. And now a little bit of right bend. Cut the corner off slightly so you don't run into the backside of Portia. Right leg. Check your posting diagonal as we change the rein. Good job. And we're going to go all the way around. That's it. Okay. Now, we're going to come all the way around. Make sure he stays really super straight. And it's harder, obviously, to stay straight when you've got to be next to the cones. Your left shoulder needs to be closer to those cones. He's falling a little to the right. There you go. That's okay. That's all right. Small corrections. And we're going to come down the long side, and we're going to circle to the right 20 meters at C. Marla, parallel park her. Move her sideways just a step. Please. Just move sideways a step so that she's not got her butt there. There you go. Forward just a bit. And then at C, we're going to circle right 20 meters. There you go. That's it. So start at C. Now they're exactly the same points. Look at where I'm standing, 4 meters beyond M. Then we're going to go to 2 meters beyond the RS line. There you go. Good job. Right leg. And then 4 meters before H. And then back to C. Good. And then 4 meters beyond M. Keep turning. Well done. And then back to 2 meters over 8, the RS line. Keep turning. Good job. Now, to make it even more complicated, remember the idea of being able to see the inside corner of his inside eye? That will actually help you keep the circle accurate, because then he's got the appropriate amount of bend, and he only needs to have enough bend that you can see the inside corner of his inside eye. That's fine. Good job. And keep turning. There you go. Excellent. Okay. This is much better. Yeah, super. And hand stays down. And then we're going to go large again. So this is your last circle. You're going to go into the corner after C, and then you're going to turn right, keeping the orange cones on your left shoulder. There you go. And now moving super straight. Well done. Now if you start to drift to the right, then use your right leg and push him back to the left. Just look up in plenty of time. It's okay. And back to trot. Good job. And close that right rein. Good. And you're going to come slightly down the long side. You'll pass left hand to left hand. So before you hit the paint horse there, you just come slightly to the inside. Well done. And then when you get back up here to C, we're going to do the 20-meter circle again. That's it. Now keep that push forward. There, good. And at C, we're going to make a 20-meter circle. Good job. Forward just a little bit. Good. So start at C, look for 4 meters after M. Well done. Now close a little bit of right rein, so he's looking to the right, because he fell just a fraction to the right. And so that's just your right leg, just what we were doing yesterday about having that idea that you can move him slightly off the inside leg when he starts to fall. Excellent, good. And the hand stays down. Good job. There you go. Super. Add a little bit of push to it. And one more circle. So like I'm telling you, right bend, place the right leg. Super job. Hand stays down. Well done. Okay, keep turning. So you have to continue your turning aid, otherwise it becomes an oval, and this one got a little ovally. When you get back to C, we're going to go large. Good. So you're going to come into the corner after C, right leg, keep coming forward. There you go, and then turn. And then you're going to stay as much up against this turn as you can. Well done. Very nice. Hand stays down, right leg. Keep him straight. That's it. Now you start to fall to the right, so that's right leg and left rein. Excellent. There you go. Right leg and left rein. Super job. Very good. And very good. Okay. And so now we're going to keep straight down the long side, passing left to left. There you go. I'll give you a break here in just a second. Good. All right. And as you approach the letter H, we're going to make a downward transition to walk. H is right here as you're coming up to it. That's right. Very good. Good. Nicely done. And make a good downward transition to walk. And very good. And forward. Make sure he keeps walking. Good. All right. And then long range for a moment. Up break. Yeah, make sure you're walking. Keep walking. That's it. There you go. That's fine. That's fine. Good. So then we're going to do the same thing at the canter. We're going to do a 20-meter circle at the canter. Now, it's probably going to not be as easy at the canter because you've already got enough things to think about at the canter, just staying in time, remembering the motion, all of those things. So don't worry about it too much if it gets a little bit small or a little bit big. They're just for right now. It's a guideline. It's something for you to work on so that you can help start being a little bit more proactive in what he does with his body, is knowing exactly where you're supposed to be and when you're supposed to be there. Okay, so shorten your range just a little bit. Good job. That's okay. As he comes in to say hello. There you go. And walk on. Good job. So remember, when you're on the circle, you want to keep that slight right bend. Okay? And we're going to stay on the 20-meter circle. And we're going to go ahead and go back to trot when you're ready. Close that right rein. It's okay, hand stays down. So in that moment, in that transition, let's go back to walk and let's do that upward transition again. So the hand came up and your body got a little bit backwards and he didn't really go forward into it, and that's why his head came up and his neck dropped out. There you go. Now remember, there's no corners on the circle. So we're still on the circle, so you don't want to let him pull you into the corners. Start turning now toward me. There you go. Right nostril goes first. That's it. Right leg stays on. Closing the right rein. The outside rein is the guardrail. And now we're going to trot on. Leg. Okay, it's fine. So remember that in that moment of the transition, that like what we talked about yesterday with your calf, you want to make sure that you don't have to raise your heel in order to affect that transition, whether it's from walk to trot or trot to canter. Close that right rein just a bit. There, good. Close it again. So you're getting pulled a little bit into the corner there. So that is going to affect your balance, and then it's going to affect his ability to canter. So remember your circle shape. There you go. Close that right rein. Good job. There you go. Right nostril turns. That's it, hand stays down. That's it. Now add just a little more push to the trot. So again, I'm asking you to do about 6 different things at one time and keep turning. There you go, well done. And then right leg, that was better. Good, keep turning, right hand a little right, just a little bit. So remember that the inside rein asks for that direction. The outside rein is like the guardrail. It keeps him from overbending his head and neck. It's the one that actually affects the turn. There you go, super good. And keep turning. Well done, right leg. Okay, now ask yourself before we ask in the canter, is this a good enough trot so that he could canter? So that's just the question that you're asking yourself before you actually ask him to canter. Right now, there, it's getting there, Good. So give him a little tiny tap with the stick before you canter here, just to make sure that he's in front of your leg and that you're not having to beg him to move with your leg. Good job. Now whenever you're ready, we're gonna step up into right canter. Close the right leg and canter on. Okay, and if he doesn't go, that's fine. Give him a little tap. Come on. There you go, because he really wasn't in front of you and then he didn't go, and you brought your leg up and was like, why won't he go? So there you go, so right leg on, and then now we're gonna try the transition again, right leg and canter. So make sure that the inside leg is forward, outside leg is back, reorganize. And then turn to the right. Make sure that all of your turns are careful ones and balanced ones. Close the right rein just to the right, just a little. And now back to trot when you're ready. So just make sure that you can see the inside corner of his inside eye. Because otherwise he's falling to the right to begin with. There you go, good job. Hand stays down. Good, that's it. Now give him another little tiny tap and make sure his nose stays close to the right. There, that's better. Now, left leg back, right leg, and canter. Good job, that was better. Super, good. Now, look at your circle points and keep the canter jumping. You have to touch him. Good, well done. Right bend, take your time, keep coming forward. Well done, keep coming. Well done, good job. Right leg, keep coming, hand stays down. So that's okay, and go back to trot, because now we're on the wrong lead. That's okay, hand down. So it's most important that the hand stays down so that it doesn't catch him in the top of the tee. Organize. Tuck your seat back underneath yourself. That's it. Now make sure you've got the right bend. Right now he's looking to the left. There, that's it. Once you get yourself reorganized, that's the first thing you ask is, where's his bend? That's it. And then right bend. Good job with your posting diagonal. Keeping that weight down on your right stirrup. Turn his nose just a fraction to the right. Well done. Very good. Very good. That's right. Super. Okay. That's where you want him to be. Now, whenever you're ready, we're going to step up into right canter again. Take your time, right leg, and canter. Right leg bit forward, left leg back just a bit. Good job. There you go. That was a super transition. Keep coming. Come on. That's it. Now, here you have to have a little auxiliary, just a little kick. There you go. And then relax the leg. And then kick again. Come on. There, that's right. And then hand stays down. Let yourself follow with your hand just a bit because it's getting a little bit back into your pockets. There, good job. And good job with your circle shape. Keep coming. Now you make the downward transition when you're ready. And elbows down. There, that's fine. And keep turning. Good job. And keep coming forward. Well done. There. Now we're going to make one more upward transition to canter. Close the right leg. Close the right rein. Right canter. Make the transition when you're ready. Now ask yourself, is he ready to go? I don't think he wasn't quite ready to go. Because if you ask, nothing happened. And he's really good at it, so if you ask, nothing happens, he wasn't ready to begin with. And nose a little right, so close those right fingers. That's okay. Ask again. If you close your fingers and nothing happens, you just close them again. That's right. If he were a duller horse, you might have to ask with a little bit more force. There you go. Now, keep that jump, keep that jump, keep that jump. Good. This requires you to turn and keep that leg on. Good. Keep coming. That's it. There. That's right. Tap, tap. Kick it. So that's okay, it doesn't matter, hand down, hand down. It's all right, doesn't matter. It's a lot to have to do. I'm asking you to do 6,000 things at one time. Now bend a little to the right. So remember, can you see the inside corner of his right eye? There you go, good job. That's it, now you got it. Now try. That's always going to keep him moving in the direction that you want. if his nose starts moving to the left, then his balance has become compromised somehow. There you go, better. That's it. There you go, good job. I'm not worried about where his head is up, down. I'm worried about where it is left, right. There, good job. Better, better. Good. Okay, we're gonna do one more right canter transition so that you can make the downward transition. So when you're ready, right canter and canter on. Oops, keep your hand down though. So you asked him, yeah, that's fine. And so you can ask again, but don't let your hand come up because then you're gonna take all that oomph out of him because you pulled a bit up into the top of his teeth. There you go. You can keep the contact. I don't mind the contact. Keep turning. There you go. Good. Add a little bit of trot. Now bend. Can you bend to the right? Hand down, hand down. Bend to the right. There you go. So right hand just comes slightly off of his neck there so that he can, like you're guiding him around to the right. There you go. Good job. Good job. Right hand to right. Now right canter when you're ready. Hand down. That's it. Good. That was a better transition. Right leg. Super. Good. That's it. Now, you make the downward transition when you're ready. Well done. Hand down. Good. Forward just a bit. Excellent. Good. Now we're going to go straight down the next long side. Good. So you're going to go all the way around, and then when you get around to where Lauren is standing, you're going to come across the diagonal. So that's K down there. So make sure here that if you feel like he's drifting to the right, move your right leg and push him back out to the left. There you go, hands face down. Well done. And then we're going to come across the diagonal from K and change the rein. Good. Keep coming. Well done. Now, aim for just after where we're standing. Super. Good. No faster than that. Hands face down. And now bend a little to the left. Now we're going to do the left 20-meter circle here at C. So starting at C, you're looking for just after H. This is better trot. Keep coming. Good. That's right. And keep turning. Well done. Now we're going to ask him to canter here. Wait till you're ready, and your hand stays down. No rush. And remember, you're only a moment at that circle point. Don't let yourself get straight there for too long. And canter on. Left leg, right leg back, hand down. And if he doesn't go, he doesn't go. There you go. It wasn't a bad transition at all, and it was much better with your hand. Just relax. Remember about your hips, that they swing. Good job. And then a little bit of right rein without leaning. Make sure that you don't let yourself lean over. It's going to push your hips along. And back to trot when you're ready. Hand stays down. And organize, and the first step is, there you go. Good, is soft. So you don't just find yourself left up in the air. Well done, good. And then a little bit of left bend. Super. Good job. Let's make one more upward transition to left canter. Close the left leg. Left heel stays down. And canter. Oops, wait till you're ready. That one is obviously not going to happen because when you asked, he moved sideways. There you go. Good job. Keep turning. And left canter. So that's okay. Just get yourself back organized. Watch your right stirrup. So we lost when you went forward there. You lost your right hip, and then the stirrup got all cattywampus on you. Okay, back to trot. Watch your circle shape, and you're always staying in the middle of it. So especially on the circle, it's very easy to get unmiddled, like you get pushed over to the side, but your shoulders stay where his shoulders are, and you have, oops, he's like, yeah, thank you very much. And back to trot, there you go. So you don't want to try and compensate by leaning. There, that's right. Good job. Good. This is better. That's straighter. Now 2 heels down. Weight stays on the ball of your foot. And canter left. And if he doesn't go, he doesn't go. There you go. That's going to be better. Good job. That's right. Keep coming. Super, super. Hand down, hand down. There you go. Good job. You knew what I was going to say before I said it. That's it. And then back to trot when you're ready. And we're going to go straight. Hand down. Good job. And we're going to go straight. You're going to go all the way around, keeping the hand down. Well done. Very nice. Good. Now, before you get to the corner there, and you're going to pass left to left, so you stay on the outside track. I think, maybe.
No.
Okay. There you go. To make that happen, everybody's got to know the rules. Doesn't always work that way. Good. Check your posting diagonal. Okay, so on this side here with the orange cones, his shoulder needs to be a little closer to the cones, and that's going to be your inside leg. Pushing him over just a bit. There you go. Now we're going to go straight down the next one side, and then we're going to come up the one side, and if you have to, you can say go outside. Good job. Nice and straight. Nice down. Very nice. Good. Yep, well done. Good trot. Take your time. Good job. And no faster than that. Now move the bit just a fraction across his teeth. Just close. Squeeze like you're squeezing water out of the sponge. Now you'll stay where she needs to stay. Good job. Okay, and then straight down this next long side. Excellent. Good. That's better. Now use your right leg and your left rein and push him over so he's a little closer to the toes. There you go. You can do it. Look over so that you have that idea of where exactly where you want to go. There you go. There you go. That's where you need to do. Just need to change your direction a bit. Good. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to make a downward transition to walk. And walk. Good job. And walk up. Good. All right, and then walk over to me. So did you get the hang of the 20-meter circle there? I know it didn't happen every time, but you have it a little bit better in your brain.
I do. I felt better when we walked through it together
Yes.
rather than having to visualize it.
It is easier.
And then sometimes when you're giving me a direction, I'm losing my balance or something, and I'm like, oh, I got to do what she says, but I got to get myself so I don't fall off.
Right, yeah, no, and that's fine. Like, it's
Okay.
going to go in those places where it just falls apart. That's okay.
Yeah.
And that doesn't matter. Just take that moment, reorganize. But what this does is now that you've gotten really good at just going large around the arena, and then when we have cones, it's easy because the cones keep you contained, but now you got to contain yourself. And that's a lot of stuff to do. And then in the canter, you had to keep him going and turn and keep your balance. So that's 3 things as opposed to just 1 thing. So
And the leg yield, still trying to get that because we learned that really yesterday.
Yeah,
so
we started
I
working on it
kind of
yesterday.
fell apart with that.
well, and the point of the leg yield was not to do award-winning leg yield.
Yeah.
It was to give you that tool of when he is like here and you feel like you need to be closer to the rail,
Yeah.
then you can just push him over a bit. Or here on the circle, when you're starting to lose the circle shape, that you can just push him over the circle. Even when you're sitting here, make sure that your hip is not out to the right. Can you feel your hip out to the right? There you go. Take it. You need to have one. So there you go. Because and he's standing a little bit cattywampus, but you have to make sure that you don't let him pull you over to the side like that because it's not good for the side. So, all right, good job. Yeah, really good. You're welcome.